Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Last day of Black History Month. What will we do? What will we do? Thank God Almighty. Glad you guys are here. Kevin Jackson shows what you're listening to. KJRadio.com. I know it's depressing. My audience is like, Kev, it's the last day for you to celebrate your blackness this year. Just when you folks were learning more about black people, they pulled the rug out from under you. They ripped it out. You were going to the museum, the Black History Museum, all over the South, where they don't say a word about Democrats. Go into one of these civil rights museums or whatever. They will not tell you the political party who was oppressing blacks, sicking these dogs on them, throwing these water cannons on them. They won't say it. I've been to 3 of them. I've been looking for the word Democrat. You don't even find dim, D-E-M, like dim, and I was going to say dimension, but that's D-I-M. But you know what I'm saying? The Democrats, they run. They run from their history. They do not want people to know how bad they were on black folks. People that we had to pass laws against in order to protect black people. When you got to put laws on the books, the Civil Rights Act, because of the egregious manner of Democrats. These people they remain evil. They've upped their game. That's all they've done. The only thing we got to know about Black History Month is that the Democrats put such a stain on America that they want to run from it. They will do anything to get rid of it, and they have transferred it to Republicans. The very people who freed black people. I want to let you hear a guy's name is Clarence Henderson. He is a civil rights activist that was back during the day. And he speaks about the Republican values and why he's a Republican. I think he converted, but he talks about it, and it just doesn't get any better. We're going to finish out this segment on that.
We have to move in the same spirit as the Republican Party when they defended the rights of blacks in America. Passed the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. We have to continue the same spirit as we did when we sat down at that lunch counter and put Jim Crow on trial, and he was found guilty of trying to divide this country when we were a country united.
And Clarence Henderson joins me now. Mr. Henderson, thanks very much for taking the time today.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
So let me begin by asking you, what do you see in Donald Trump? Why do you support him and think that he is best for African American communities?
Well, politicians are a dime a dozen. Leaders are priceless. Donald Trump is a businessman, and America is a business. And in order to run America, be a part of running America, you have to understand the economics of America, and that we are a free society. We don't need politicians running based on policy, but running based on principles.
Okay, so he's clearly a different kind of politician, but what specifically have you heard from him that convinces you that he will make a difference for you and for your families, for your communities?
Because he knows how to create jobs. One of the biggest problems in America right now, especially in the black community, is a lack of jobs, and he has proven before that he knows how to create jobs. And we are a country, the land of opportunity, not the land of entitlement.
Now I've spoken to some African-American leaders recently who, as they listen to his outreach to African-Americans, they feel that he's talking at them rather than with them. And I wonder if you felt that at all.
No, not at all. I've been up close and personal with Mr. Trump, and he's a very personable guy. A lot of times he comes off on TV different than he is in person. And I don't know how they can arrive at the point of them thinking he's talking at them instead of to them, when he hasn't had a whole lot of interaction, and they have he has not interacted with them in a great way.
Well, let me ask you this then. If you look at the polls, it's really no contest. His support among African Americans is in the low single digits. Why are you in such a small minority among African Americans?
Because I look at this country and there's been a great transmission of misinformation. Therefore, you have far too many blacks that vote for the Democratic Party when there's been a Republican Party that has helped blacks more than anybody else. You look at the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. You also look at women's rights. The Republicans finally got that pushed through. So he's running on the platform that I'm in favor of. And I understand that platform because I have been a Democrat before, and I know which party has done the most for us as a race and the most for the country as well.
Now, you know that his current CEO of his campaign comes from Breitbart.com, from a wing of the party known as the alt-right, which has ties to folks who've said and propagated some racist things and racist information. Does that association bother you?
Not at all. I mean, you look at Hillary Clinton, and she's been associated with the KKK and all these various organizations. You know,
how has she been associated with the KKK?
Because I've seen her kissing one of the leaders of the KKK.
You're talking about her picture with Robert Byrd?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I come from an era time known as Jim Crow, and I know what racism is and what racism isn't. And you can't legislate a person's heart. I'm not looking to like Donald Trump. I'm looking at what he will do, and I look at the history again of the Republican Party versus the Democratic Party. And for the last 8 years, we have been put in dire straits because of the policies that have been put in place, such as Obamacare and other things, when we need jobs as opposed to the things that are happening right now.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson there. Clarence Henderson there. You couldn't be more clear. It's funny to hear a person interviewing him trying to figure out, are you sure you want to support Donald Trump? This was before Trump was elected. Here's what I want to tell you guys. If you think that Trump's not getting through to black folks, you are sadly mistaken. It is the efforts of people like myself, the Clarence Williams of the world, Henderson rather, of the world, and people that are constantly droning, putting this message out about what's really happening with the Democrats, why you need to be looking at Republicans. And he couldn't have said it any clearer. We don't need your stinking Obamacare. We need jobs. We want to afford to be able to get whatever health care, whatever else we want out of this country. Anyway, I don't cover Black History Month, but it's the last day of it. And so for fun, I just decided I wanted to play something that was an homage to Black history. We'll be back in just a bit with more Americans.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanYourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.